Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will continue number 3, psychological factor. Number 3 is motor skills. Motor skills, articulator of speech. As we know, good pronunciation is clearly an important part of learning a foreign language. The better our pronunciations, the better we can communicate with others. Motor skills is a term that psychologists use to describe the use of muscles in performing certain skills, from general ones like walking to fine ones like writing and speech. This includes the mouth, lips, tongue, vocal cords, and etc. Decline in general motor skills. We all recognize that to be able to attain a high level of proficiency in motor skills, gymnastics, skating, or piano playing, one should start young. But why? Because somewhere around the age of 12 years, the ability to acquire new motor skills begin to decline. The reason for this decline in the fine control of the muscles of the body is as yet unknown, although since decline is such as a general nature involving many muscle groups, it seems like to be due to some change in central functioning in the brain. Decline in ability for new articulation. As we age and as our ability to acquire new motor skills declines, our ability to command our articulators of speech is negatively affected. Consequently, we can expect that children will do much better in the pronunciation of a second language than adults, because children have the flexibility in motor skills that adults generally have lost. A number of studies have demonstrated that the earlier the age at which acquisition of the second language begin, the more native-like the accent will be. Okay, we move to the summary of 3 important psychological factors affecting second language learning. Number 1 is induction. As we know that insofar as induction is concerned, this ability remains at a relatively high level with age, except with certain individuals in old age. Number 2 is explication. We see that this ability increases with age. Young children will have great difficulty in understanding abstract and complex explanations about a second language. Number 3 is memory. This is an ability in which very young children are high. So, such an ability though declines with age, and so we have assigned medium or high value for age 7 to 12 and a medium value for adult. Number 4 is motor skills. The table indicates general declines from a high for young children to low for adults. This data reflect what research indicates about pronunciation proficiency. It is difficult for most adults to achieve native speaker pronunciation. Okay, we move to the two other important psychological variables. There are two important psychological variables. Number 1 is motivation. A number of factors that affect second language learning operate only in certain types of situations. The question of motivation for learning a second language, for instance, is not likely to arise in a natural type of setting such as with a young child. In an actual classroom situation, any one of them could affect motivation. Teachers are generally well aware of this possibility and often devise ways to increase positive motivation and attitudes. Number 2 is attitude. A negative attitude towards the target language or its speakers or the other member of the class may also affect one's determination and persistence to be involved in the classroom and its activities. This same negative attitude could impair memory functioning and detract from focusing on the target language. In the same way, any of a host of personality and sociocultural variables could have deleterious effect. Many variables such as status and cultural background become more potent with the age of the learner and are important considerations in the classroom learning situation.